I'm Stephen, USSR Robinson, and you're watching Sport Icons. Papa!
Okay, so Michael Benson, the online editor for TalkSport. Now, TalkSport here in the UK, for those of you who don't know, is a massive, massive sports platform. Not just boxing, but predominantly football and many other sports. Anyway, he's received a quote from Deontay Wilder, which reads as such. I did my best, but it wasn't good enough tonight. I'm not sure what happened. I knew that he didn't come in at 277 pounds to be a ballet dancer. He came to lean on me, try to rough me up, and he succeeded. Deontay Wilder's statement. Now, usually Michael Benson will quote where he got the source from, but he hasn't on this particular quote. So maybe Deontay Wilder told TalkSport that. Maybe. But regardless of where it came from, to touch on a couple of points that he said, to start with, he says, I'm not sure what happened. Well, I mean, what happened was you gave it your best. You emptied your tank, and basically he'd done what he was supposed to do. Try and get Fury out there. If Wilder was going to win, it would be in the early rounds, while Wilder is fresh, while Fury is still trying to find his range, still trying to find his feet and get a grip of the fight. That's what you do. Wilder, he started off fantastic. He'd done what he was supposed to do, what many fighters should do when you're fighting somebody who's 6'9" and very nimble on their feet. You go to the body, you slow him down. For a couple of reasons. Firstly, the more that you land on the stomach and in the gut area and the kidneys and all that kind of thing, as the fight goes on, that's almost like putting money in the bank. Your opponent will start to fatigue because you're taking the wind out of them. Okay, so that's the first one. But also, at some point, the opponent is going to bring down his elbows to protect the stomach, and that's when upstairs is left exposed, and that's when you take the head off. Okay, so Wilder's game plan was absolutely spot on in the early parts of the fight, but he did revert to type. We all knew that he would. We all knew that if he was going to try something new, then at some point he will revert to type if he doesn't get the success that he wanted, which ultimately is what happened. And by reverting to type is you go on the back foot and just try and throw a bomb once in a while. That's what it is that Wilder always does. But let's give Wilder massive credit. He showed massive, massive gonads in that fight. He showed that he's an absolute warrior. Now, I don't like the fact that he didn't shake Tyson Fury's hand. I don't like the fact that he didn't do a post-fight interview. I understand that he got took to hospital for checks, so I understand that point. So as far as like a post-fight press conference, I understand that point. And of course, it was a very bad knockout. But I wish that he would have come out with a statement saying, listen, for the past 18, 20 months, all of this about the cheating allegations with Tyson Fury, it wasn't true. I was just using it as psychological warfare. Okay, I used my fan base and they made money on it and whatever else, but none of it was true. Tyson Fury beat me fair and square. Now, I'm pretty sure that some of his fan base will probably try and come out with some excuses as to why Tyson Fury won last night in a negative way. Truth is, Tyson Fury just had that bit more ring IQ than Deontay Wilder. Skills will always pay the bills, right? But he also had huge heart, but Wilder had massive heart as well, where Wilder was doing very, very well in the opening couple of rounds. I thought that he won the first round quite handedly. In the second round, very, very close round, but I did just edge it with Fury. But Wilder was still doing what he should be doing. Wilder was being dangerous. I thought Fury's game plan, and I'm sure with like a lot of people who were supporting Fury last night, were looking at the opening rounds going, Fury, are you sure this is the right tactics? Because you're giving Wilder the range that he wants. Wilder doesn't like it when you're up close and personal and pushing him back. He doesn't like that. But if you give him range, that's when he's dangerous. Fury was playing with fire. And in round number 3, when, for me, I thought that Wilder was winning that round, Fury pulls out a huge punch and knocks down Deontay Wilder. That's pretty much when the tide started to turn. I thought, okay, maybe Fury's now going to get him out of there, because Sugar Hill predicted round number 3 that Fury was going to knock him out. For me, I predicted round number 5 that Tyson Fury was going to knock out Deontay Wilder. I was wrong. Hey, it is what it is, okay? But in round number 4, that was a heart in the moment, heart in the mouth moment, was it not? That Fury's winning that round. Looks like he's going to finish off Wilder. Wilder lands a huge right hand right on the button. and Fury goes down. Fury didn't look like he was hurt too much, but he certainly took his time to get back up. Then, of course, the round continues, and he gets dropped again. For me, I left the room at that point because I couldn't bear to watch Deontay Wilder knocking Tyson Fury spark out. Okay, it happens with me whenever I watch Anthony Joshua fight, Dillian White fight. It happens. I do get emotionally involved in the British fighters. But the truth is, Fury showed massive heart. Now, at that point, the 3 rounds that I didn't watch live, of course, I've now watched them back, but Fury just controlled the fight. He controlled the distance, and he sensed that Wilder was slowing down. Reason being is because Wilder done really what he should have done. You may say he'd done what maybe Joshua should have done with Usyk. Maybe. Just go at him. Okay, just try and get him out of there. But you always run the risk, if you don't succeed, you're going to empty the tank. And that's exactly what happened with Wilder. He did empty the tank. And with Wilder, he had nothing left in the tank. He was fighting on heart for the last 3-4 rounds. Just pure heart, pure steam. There was no gas in the tank, pure steam. That's all it was. Just pure warrior's heart. And Tyson Fury knocking him down in round number 10, it was done. Okay, and I think most people sensed that it was done with the fact that Wilder at this point was no longer dangerous. Okay, and Fury was fully aware of the right hand, and he was getting his timing right. But I do feel that Fury was carrying him a little bit for those last couple of rounds. I said it before in the post-fight analysis of the fight, that I felt that Tyson was carrying him. It looked like he was carrying him. As it turned out, he wasn't carrying him. I think Fury was just a little bit nervous himself and obviously tired himself, because obviously it's 20 months since Fury fought as well, along with Wilder. But round number 11, when he just put it on Wilder and cracked him with a huge overhand right. When you hit somebody like that, and that opponent's got literally nothing left in the tank, that's it, you're done. And it was a brutal, brutal knockout. The referee was absolutely correct to stop the fight. I'm sure some wildettes out there who are making excuses are probably going to be complaining about the referee. Do you want Wilder to die? Is that what you want? Anyway, so either way, I think that Wilder showed the absolute heart of a warrior, as did Fury, of course. But I just wanted him to be a little bit more humble about it, okay? I wanted him to give Tyson his props. But if he's not going to do it, then he's not going to do it. But either way, that is Deontay Wilder's statement. He says he doesn't know what happened. He does know what happened. He gave it his all, and it just wasn't good enough. Wilder just can't beat Fury. But of course, one of the reasons why I was a little bit apprehensive about this fight is because the more chances you give Wilder, at some point he's going to get the win. Okay, he can't fight Fury 10 times and Fury wins 10 times. Or maybe he can, who knows, but it's unlikely. It's unlikely, and I thought, well, maybe last night was going to be the one time that Wilder got Fury out of there. And it nearly happened. Very, very nearly happened. But anyway, congratulations to Wilder for putting on a great fight. Just needed to be a bit more humble. That's all. So anyway, congratulations to Tyson Fury for putting on, it's got to be a Fight of the Year contender, isn't it? Surely. Or Fight of the Year winner, surely. Anyway, drop your thoughts below. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you on the next video.
This is the biggest platform in boxing, and I'm meant to be world champion. I'll go all the way.